Greetings, this is Renee Carnley doing my proposal presentation on multi-factor authentication in Internet of Things. Now the INISA threats that my proposal focuses in on are web-based attacks, web application attacks, identity theft, data breaches, and physical manipulation, damage, theft, and loss. All of these things are very similarly related. According to INISA, web-based attacks are those that make use of web-enabled systems and services such as browsers, websites, including their content management systems and the IT components of web services and web applications. Now, the INISA 2017 report found that more than 50% of all cyber attacks are targeting or relying on web-based technologies. Without delving into the entire report, it's very easy to connect how all of the INISA threats that my proposal relates to are very easily connected. Most of the internet, the browser type exploits are now using and gearing towards some sort of monetary gain. It used to be based on just for fun or just I don't know, just sort of kind of like damaging a system, but now it seems like it's more like of a drive to kind of get your money. Identity theft has increased, and all of these things are because our information is on the web. And not only is our information on the web, but everything besides our information, everything is now connected in one way, shape, or form to the web. Printers, cameras, refrigerators, even coffee makers. So this all comprises the Internet of Things. How are we going to keep track of all of these things? Well, historically, we've used an identity and access management system, an IAVM, and those have been what has been used by IT to manage the roles and access privileges to all of the networks and applications that a company has or that an individual has. The government, the DoD especially, relies very heavily on IAVM to keep only those that they want to have access to classified information to get it. And even the DoD has become a part of the IoT. Mobile phones are the next big wave of focus that the DoD is concerned with. People want to bring their own devices. And they want to have access to things on their job because it makes the jobs easier. Now, organizations need to understand how to support adding a bring your own device to an existing network or to data. How do you manage what's classified and what's unclassified, or what's even sensitive data? How do you keep those two categories separate? And that's what my research and my investigation will go into, is looking at what we've currently been using. The DoD and other organizations rely on public key infrastructures, PKI. That's what's provided the framework to manage digital certificates that our machines have, our devices have, and the people have. If you're familiar with the military or any sort of Department of Defense organization, then you know that they use what's called a Common Access Card, or referred to as the CAC, to use it to log into a system as well as to get access to base or even buildings. How do we make this work on a scale of IoT? How do you take a CAC and allow someone to have access to information on their mobile device. If you're familiar with how it currently works, then you know that it's got a USB connection to a desktop or a laptop PC. You plug your CAC into this device and it reads it. Well, how bulky and cumbersome is that to do on a mobile device, like a cell phone or a tablet? So that's where we've got to come up with a solution. As of yet, there isn't one. Now, PKI is a tried and tested foundational technology that we can use as a starting point. We can use this as a roadmap to meeting an IoT solution. Therefore, I propose to answer these questions this semester. What is the evolving role of PKIs in the new IoT ecosystem? How does the scale of IoT places increased demand on PKIs? And basically that just means the vast number of devices that we have, such as a mobile, like all the mobile devices, as well as a camera or a printer. How do we keep track of these PKIs? Does it one device, like the CAC, or do we have to have multiple devices? Ultimately, or ideally, you want to get to a one-stop shop. You want one device that a person can use on all of these things, or a device can be used on all of it. You don't want to have to carry around, 4 or 5 different things to just to have access to things. Now, how do we scale? How do we provide the key orchestration and the lifecycle management for this? How are we now going to add a personal cell phone? How's my personal cell phone going to be connected to an existing DoD network or a company's network? And you're going to be able to manage it just like you do a current laptop or a current desktop within that system. Again, is this going to be a one-stop shop, or are we going to have multiple solutions? And then where must the root of trust be established to ensure this security? We know that the web's not necessarily 100% secure, but if you're accessing everything via the web, you've got to have this information accessible. So where are you going to put that? These are the things that I'm going to be looking into and researching this semester, and hopefully pinpoint to some sort of common solution, or either propose future research if time doesn't allow. Come up with a good plan or good layout for this semester. Looking forward to hearing feedback and ideas, and looking forward to this semester's research. I'm excited about this topic. I think it's going to be something that's worthy for my work. I'm a DoD employee, as well as working on my doctoral program, possible dissertation topic.